Hello, welcome back to FTB Revelation. So we're doing some more platinum logistics, but I just want to show a little bit of that. I made some asphalt, went around my whole property. It's not real expensive to make. It's kind of goofy looking here, but just kind of got rid of them slabs. I think it'll look a lot better than these slabs. The asphalt don't look too bad. A unique look to it. You get that from Bitterman. What is saying it wrong? Bitumen. And you get that out of your stationary shower. And it is two different recipes: slag that come from thermal foundation or immersive engineering from a blast furnace. And then you might get from the thermal foundation from ore, different ore. I'm not sure, but I use this one here with the sand and the gravel, the water. You get 8 of them. I just got like 12 buckets, filled them up, and hell, it took me a little time to do it, but I had nothing better to do. Waiting on my void ore miners to produce what I need. So what I did here was these are lubricants, and these are flood tanks, flood tanks, or gasoline. I haven't been able to get the gasoline generator working, and nice wood work. Then but I'm producing probably 3 or 4 gasoline tanks to 1 diesel and maybe 2 lubricants to 1 diesel. So all I did was put transformators on after. These 2 here are diesel for the filter. And these I put gasoline on one side and I put the lubricant on the other. And just wanted to ration paint through. It's a waste, but just so many of these. I'm going to eventually fill them up with these reinforced large drums. They take 6 diamonds, 2 plates, and a big iron drum to make it. But they hold a hell of a lot more than these guys hold. So that's what I did with the gas and the lubricant. It's just too much, and I did upgrade 1 more of my mines. So I did this a few hours after I did that one. It's kind of like waiting till we get the ore that we need, and we're getting the carbonite. We're getting a little bit of it, but the next step when we make it into a block, we'll be able to do make the weather spawner and kill the weather. Or the weather. So yeah, that's basically what I did out there. Is re-brick my house. I had plenty of time on my hands. I get started like building something, like just building one. And I use chisel for that. Alright, on with the platinum distance. So I made these crafting code processors. And I made the 64K storage. Now this is how many jobs it can hold up into it, and these are what you need to actually run it with. Then I made the crafting monitor. If you don't really have the material, you can start out with crafting code processor, which is not too expensive to make calculation presses, and then or processors. Then you go to your 1K storage, which is, and then each one gets a little bit bigger. The 16 is what I got. The 64 is, well, as you can see, it takes a little bit to get there. If you ever made it, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But hopefully sometime we'll teach you a system to make them. Because I made a few of them for this. And like I said, I've been down for the last 2 or 3 days going out mining. I found a nice hollow or crack in the earth, or whatever you call it. Ravine, cavern, whatever you want to call it. Found a good bit of quartz in there. Plus I'm getting quartz out of my void ore miner. So put this together. So you need to make the crafting or the ME pattern, which is crafting terminal, and an engineering process, and just know you illuminated panels with each one of these. And then you need to make your blank patterns. They were a pain in the ass for me to find over here. Where the hell are they at? There they are. They're not real expensive. Glowstone, you gotta go to another. You know, your quartz with regular glass. The quartz, all things you can teach the system to make. So here's what I eventually come up with. It took me about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. For me. I started to make a video on it, and I had it all into the ceiling, and it just didn't. This is compact. It looked kind of goofy, the whole setup. So the first thing you want to make yourself is a native quartz wrench or a citrus quartz wrench. You can make it out of the quartz crystals, or you can make it out of, what I did was out of the native quartz. And you can see these things here. Once you put your, I'm going to borrow this inscriber and put it in here. Once you put it in there, you see it's on that side. Well, originally when you get it, I think it's like that, but I only had to hit it once. Well, let me break it. Throw it down, so let me spin it too many times. So we throw it down, put our inscriber in. And I think it's on the top, so when you hit it once. Well, anyway, you want to bring it to this side. I think it already knows. I've already did it once. Then we just gotta put this back. And you, like I said, you want them all to face this side. And you hit this one too. This one here, you can tell it's just hit it once, so you'll be messing it up. All right, so we got 3 of them down, 1 up, and I put 1 in the back. And then I brought my power in. I'm coming off of this. That stone energy duct, and it's going into this energy acceptor. Except my page is messed up. First one wasn't. Let's see. Energy acceptor, not too expensive. Quartz glass again. And then what I did was I just took the fiber cable. Took a fiber cable. Just your quartz fiber cable. Let's see if we can find it real quick. 1 second. Okay, let's go ahead and find a quartz fiber cable. Right there. Just crushed quartz as regular glass. I'll give you fiber cables. So you don't want to take up any channels or anything. And these right here, excuse me, is not taking up any channels. So the power's coming out, and I put my quartz fiber cable on the side of this, and then I put my smart cable down. The same thing here, is not taking any channels or anything. No lines. And I did the same thing so we get power and power these two. And I didn't know until last night that I put them together that they actually powered this working with this idea. I'm sure somebody else probably had this idea, or probably a better idea, or way better. But this was pretty compact. I didn't know they would all touch each other, they would get power. So that's pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty damn cool. So let's start out with your 3 down and hold off on that one. put in your fabric cable and your smart cable. And up here on the side of this, you want your ME interface. And if you want to connect that block, you can just connect it right to that one. Just hook it right up. Then beside it, you're going to have another ME interface. So this is going to be used as a buffer. That's all it is. And you take one of these out and you put it up here. You can either get the flat one or you can get the big one. So that's just kind of like a buffer. And then right here you're going to want an export bus on the side of this one. And on this is very important, you're going to need a capacity card. Which is just your basic card with the charge ports in front of it. So they're fairly easy to make. I think you get two or three of them. And then you're going to put your printed your before product, your printed, what comes out of these machines down here, and this one back here. Well, mainly these three. This is what's going to be going into there. So this is what's going to happen down here when the scriber gets the right thing it needs. And basically, this is going to get see a piece of gold. And we go to this one, put a piece of gold in. When we get our printed. Now the reason why they're fast, we'll get into that. So you make your capacity card, you put in your 3, you only have 3, put your 3 into it. Alright. So then you're going to come on the other side of it, you're going to put in another ME bus, export bus. Then you're going to make a printed silicone head. And then on the back seat here, the back of it, you're going to put a storage bus. Now once you put this down, with your fiber down, then your smart cable, you can go ahead and put the storage bus on there and then throw your scriber there. It'll lock right onto it. And make sure you got the right scribers for each one. So we got a ME storage bus and then we have the export bus. And then on the back side of all these, you're going to put a storage bus on the back of each one. That's first. Then you put your cables in. So on the back of this one, grid stain. Grid stain is always going to go in the center. So you want your grid stain, and then you will get whatever printed head is going to come in on the top, and on the bottom will be your silicone. See right here, it's got the silicone print, and right here, it's going to have the silicone itself, which is brush boards. So once we get all the storage buds to the back, like I said, down there is going to be the red stain. Will come down the bottom, and you're going to do your scriber, your calculation press, and you're going to put in one of these pure citrus ports. And then on the back of this one would be the diamond. Would be your engineering. And then up on this one here, you want to put gold, and that'll be your logic. So once you got all them, then you could, before you put all your cables down, you'll have your one there, your cable hooked up to your 2 buses we talked about earlier, and you'll have one here for 2 buses. Now this one here is going to take a channel because it needs to move this stuff around. So all these will come out the back. It's going to move all around here and go around. So before you put your smart cable down, you're going to put one more export bus, and that's going to be your finished product. And then you can put down your cables. And make sure you don't connect into anything else, but just on the back side of that. Because if you do, you're going to lose a channel, and then you're going to have to go to the finish channel. What's this right here? I think this one here is a little more expensive to make, but it holds 32 channels. These here, I think, hold 9. So if you count them up, you can see between the black and the bright ones. There's 8 of them there. And then when you get up to this one, you can't really see it, but there should be 9. One of these has 9 on it. Alright. So now we got all our stuff hooked up. Now what I did is I made a bunch of acceleration cards. And I've been fooling this thing to make sure it works right before I go make a video on it. Before, you know, get in the middle like I've done before and screw up on it. So let's go ahead and after you set all that up, you gotta set up just like this. The way I showed you. Or you might have a better idea you can throw in there. Good. And now we need to tell this thing what we need. Alright, so let's go to, you know what? I don't have, what's that one from? I thought I got it one. I do not know. Why is it? Hold on. I'm confused. Let's see if actually, maybe it's this memory something because I got rid of. I think it's a glitch because it ain't actually giving me the product. And it's still showing. What about if we break the system? Now, straight. And that's still showing. That is. And made it. That is crazy. I'm not really sure. I got this set up for a reason, but I'm not knowing how this thing is making these without. I think it's just a glitch, man. It's gotta be a glitch. Gotta be a glitch. That is crazy. I don't know. I really don't know now. There's no other place to put. I really don't know. I think it's just a glitch. I think it's because I had them in there a while ago. You know how Minecraft this sometimes some stuff glitch. So we go ahead and go after we made our pattern terminal and you have it hooked up to your system. You make your blank patterns and now we just need to teach you the right things to make these with. So this is gonna allow me to do it, so I'm gonna make see we got calculation, we got the logic, we got them all three there. That is just crazy. I don't know. Alright, so your patterns would be, it makes no sense, but I got, 1 second, I just need to look around for it. Yep, I don't know. Alright. So these are the patterns that we want. So we need some red stone. We're gonna need a diamond. We're gonna need a piece of gold. And then we're gonna need, I can't remember which one. Yeah, pure. Alright, before we do this, you have two different kinds of patterns. You can either put this in, and you can set a pattern up to make 4 planks from the wood, or you can go into processing patterns. This is the pattern you set up, teach it how to make it. It's the other way it knows how to make it. So if it just put that in there now, it wouldn't know anything. So now we're just going to teach it. So it's going to be, take a piece of redstone, a piece of silicone, a piece of gold. We'll make 1, and you don't want to do that because then it won't know what to do. You want 1 of each, and then you'll get your, let's see, this is the same: 1 gold, 1 silicone, 1 redstone. 1 gold, 1 silicone, 1 redstone. So that's that. So it'd be the same thing for each one. Put the pure in. You take that out, and you make the 1 of these, and that would make calculation. And then same thing with the diamond. Like I said. And now we got our 3 and they all should be the same. And if you look, it'd be 1 gold, 1 silver, redstone. Same process, 1 diamond. And that'd be the engineering. I guess I'm mixed around here. There we go. For the calculation, it'd be the pure silicone red, and then diamond, silicone red, diamond, silicone red. So we don't really need all them up this Shannon. And then we would put 1 of these, or each of these. I'm gonna get rid of them 3. And I don't know why it's running with it, but you know, like I said, just a glitch. And when you're going to get all these processes done, you're going to need to make them by hand in here. Like, you get your printed, just the regular printed. You have to do it by hand or however you want to get them to get them set up. So yeah, it's a pretty nice setup. So let's go ahead and go to this. And we'll craft 1 of each. Z won't let me do anything until it uses what it needs to get it, and normally it gives you a time limit. You say 45 bytes, whatever that is. And there's our finished product. Where my other finished product is. They ain't showing another one. There it is. So I think it was just because I had them in there, and I think it was just a glitch. But that's what you're supposed to do. So let's go ahead and go with 1 more thing. If you got all this down on how it works, just make sure you put all your storage buttons on the back and match your inscriber with whatever diamond or gold. This thing will work just fine. So let's go ahead and set up some modular system. Now we'll get into these cards in a minute. One reason why it runs fast. So we need one of these. These are gonna be a pain in the ass to get wood. Let's make a couple of these. Or you know what? We'll teach it that. So first we'll start off with this. We made these before. So make one of these. And we already got the ME interface. We'll talk about how we made them. So just need to set up a little spot here. I got one right here that I can connect to. Hopefully. And we'll just start off. Let's get right there. It's a nice pick, ain't it? That's nether quartz or nether rack, so that's real easy to make. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get some smart cables. This thing's going to use 8. And we just want that for now, just to hook in, so we can use it. So let's go ahead and teach it to make this right here. Alright, so first thing we'll need to make is take out some oak wood. Alright, you being an ass now. Oh, I did that. Let's get 4 of them out. We'll go here. 4 of them in. And you know what we need to do? We need to put that in. There we go. So now we taught how to make the crafting table. So we'll teach you how to make that. It's pure flux. Then we'll teach you how to make this one. And then we'll go all together. Let's see, we teach you how to make this one. To make the glass. And then we can teach you to make the whole thing. Alright, so let's get out. We'll go to this one. And we'll put all this in. So that's what teach you how to make that. Now, these cards, acceleration cards. And I meant, like I said, I made these earlier on. It does help with speed. If you don't have them in the beginning, you don't. But like I said, I got processed ore coming in. So, I'm doing pretty good with just getting cards by mainly just fooling around, like I said, building my house and things like that. So let's see if we can find it. Acceleration cards. So it's going to take an advanced card. Teach that. And then, let's see. So we got an advanced card. Now we just need to make the acceleration card. We teach that. Which is the flux crystal. And now we should be able to slap these two in. Now we're filling this thing up pretty quick, so let's go ahead and look and see what we can make. Let's go ahead and make the acceleration cards to make 4 of them. So let's go back to acceleration card. Acceleration card. I think I may already have one in there. So now we can put a couple of these in here. That'll help speed. Now, one thing about this is that when you have your code processing unit and your 64K storage is how many jobs you can put in there. And this is how many it's going to produce. So if you have two of these, you can use two of these molecular assemblers. If you have one, you're going to use one. So I got two of them up there, so it's going to should craft two of these. So we got some speed cards in there. So let's make 4 of these. Well, hold on. Let's make one more. Let's see if it works the way I thought it would. There's my assembler. So now we put it on the back side of this. Now there is some YouTube videos. See how lit up? You can see it might lit up with it. There's some YouTube videos to show you how you can make these things massive, huge. And there's a lot of them shows you that you put around all 4 of them. And hell, they put them on top and the 4 on the bottom. These only take one channel. Like this right here, it shouldn't be in there. We see one channel. I think when we stack them, we'll see how many channels we use when we stack them. But if you go all the way around it, here and here, you can take advantage of how many is working for you. So if you need a stack of 64, you divide up 4 times, and you got 4 code processors. You'll do 4 of them. If that makes any sense. The more code processors you have, the more of these you can use. Alright, so let's see if this works the way I thought. Let's go ahead and make four more of these. Let's do one there. It was so fast. Ain't that smooth? It's 2 there. We made 4 of them. Yeah, I seen one there and one there. Should just stay watching. Alright, so let's go up here and teach you how to make one more thing real quick. We're gonna make 1 sec. Okay, let's get rid of that. I need to put my pause button somewhere else. I'm gonna be on here. Where you at? So we already know how to make these. And we just need regular glass, iron. So that is real easy to make. And we can do that with this because this is a familiar pattern within this. You know, it wouldn't show you on there if you did it on processing pattern. Because those are things that you have to multi-put in. Same thing with the neckler. So let's say we want. Oh, let's put the wrong one. Let's put that one in here. And we got 4, so let's make 4 of these. See where we look. So it's making a little eyeball looking things, whatever they're called. See, the other side just made, so one made an eyeball, whatever it's called, and the other one's making, so you actually use 2 processors. If I use another processor up there, I can make more at one time. And of course, this one here has 2 acceleration cards, probably that loud real fast. Got 8 item. Tell me didn't make it the top. Make sure I did. I might throw something back in the system to get 1 for 1. So let's break this. And now we can put one here, one here, one here. We actually have room for 4 more. See, I see it's using look like 2 of the channels. So let's go ahead and make 2 more. Now you'll be able to see it, but them too. Let's go and break this. See, I think I did. Never did have a random. So come over here and do it. It's gonna be this one, this one, this one, this one. I think I'm already hooked up. There we go. So it's 3 channels. I don't know why I did that. And we got a nice little stack there, so we got a whole lot of patterns. You could actually take another one of these and put on the side of each one of these. You still have room to get at least to get to one side of it. So now we got some room. We got some interfaces and assemblers. Drop away, damn cat. Always get one down here. I got an animal or a zoo here. So that's all using 3 channels. 4. Yeah, 3 channels. So it's connecting to that one. So that's using 1 channel. See the light one there? Just for this. So that's actually on their little system itself. So now we can do 2 at a time, and with the way this is stacked, you can get this guy. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has actually 4 processors that he could use, and that's for each one of them. Except for this one here, I only have 1, 2 at the bottom. But hell, you can just bust a hole underneath it, put one underneath it. You can match them up to what we have here. It's like the top one here. This one here has 1, 2, and then 3. But you know, it depends on how heavy you're going to use this thing. What all you're going to use it for. So, 2 crafting processors. I may end up putting 4 in, and then they could. Some of these can use all 4. Take advantage of all the molecular assemblers. And that's my setup for that. I think it works pretty good. All for it. This is what the hell, I ain't gonna do all that. I put that's the reason why I put all these cards in. If you took all the cards out, it wouldn't be that quick to make one of these. Which is not bad. Not bad at all. So that's my setup. And there's better ways of that. And I'm sure there's probably a better way than that. But at least you can take advantage of all 9 and not run out of room. It's your own little system set up, and you could probably just have that alone with a crafting monitor or a pattern monitor and a processor beside it. As long as you don't connect anywhere else but on this side, maybe on the top. Yeah, you do top too. As long as you won't be using any more channels, and it'll start another set of channels out for you. So you put maybe an ME chest right here, and beside it you can put a code processor, and then somewhere along another length down you can put in the pattern thing, set up the same way as we set up the bear, set to be on its own little system. Okay, so please subscribe. Thanks for watching.